boys and girls. Welcome to our time together. I'm so glad you could join us for toddler time. Well, I've missed you. But anyway, we are good to be back. We're still in January, and it's still cold. I don't know if you've gone outside because many of you have gone back to school today. But we are so glad that you could join us today. And it is kind of cold. Now, today we're going to be talking more about snow. Now, that's something that we don't have around here. We don't get snow very often at all. And I'm sure some of you wish, oh, I wish it would snow, I wish it would snow. And this can be fun. It can be a lot of fun. But there are some places that get snow quite often. Now, we know that it's winter because we look around and we see how nothing's growing, the grass is brown, all the leaves are off the trees, and the birds are scrambling trying to find something to eat, and the squirrels are scrambling trying to find something to eat, and everything's kind of dead. But it's winter, and we expect that. But in the spring, when things start blooming, start coming up, and the grass starts turning, and the trees start blooming out, then we'll know that spring is here. But we have to go through winter because, it's time for things to kind of sleep. The trees and the grass and things are kind of sleeping right now. And, there's animals that sleep too. You have bears that like to hibernate, and there's other animals that like to hibernate during the winter because it's just a cold time. So, we're just going to pretend like we might see some snow, okay? Wouldn't that be neat? So the book that I'm going to be doing is just called Snow, okay? Now, the craft we're going to make today is dealing with making snowflakes, and we're going to turn the snowflakes into a snowman, okay? So what you're going to need is just some white sheets of paper, okay? And just some different colored construction paper, your glue, and scissors, and maybe a pencil or a pen, okay? So those are the things that you'll need for our craft today. All right, why don't we get started? All right, our book is called Snow. Now, I don't know how many of you have ever experienced snow. Maybe you've seen snow, or maybe snow has fallen, and it's cold, we know, okay? And we know that every snowflake is different. Wow, yeah. All right, so let's start reading our book. The best snow is the snow that comes softly in the night, like a shy friend, afraid to knock. So she thinks she'll just wait in the yard until you see her. This is the snow that brings you peace. If you've ever seen snow, do you hear snow? No, it's not like rain. Now, if you're lying in bed and it's pouring down rain, you can hear the rain coming down because you can hear it hitting your rooftop, right? But snow, no. If it started snowing at night, you would never know it because it's so soft and it's so quiet that you don't hear it when it falls because it's very light. And so that's what it's talking about, how it comes softly in the night. And then there is snow that begins to fall in fat, cheerful flakes while you are somewhere you'd rather not be. Maybe school, maybe work. Yeah, I can remember when I was a little girl and I was going to school and it started snowing at school. Oh, we got so excited because we knew we'd get to go home early. But that wasn't always the case. Sometimes it would snow and we didn't get to go home early. And this snow tells you as it falls that it will send you home early. Well, sometimes we got to go home early, but that was just, sometimes it didn't work. Sometimes we had to stay at school. Home is where you need to be, and this snow will take you there. If you ever get to see snow fall, it's so pretty, just watching the flakes just fly around. It will send you back over slippery white roads to the rooms you love so well, and it will say that it is all right to be happy. So these kids are getting out of school. Here's the school bus, and the kids are getting out of school, and they're so happy because they get to get on the school bus and go home. Oh, Oh, I remember those days when I was going to school and it was snowing. I remember when I was teaching. Whoa, and it started snowing. We'd have to send the kids home early. But then it was hard for me to get home because those roads would get really slippery. Yeah. Thank goodness I didn't live very far from school. Some snow falls only lightly, just enough to make you notice the delicate limbs of trees, the light falling from the lamp pole, a sparrow's small feet. That's right, sometimes the snow is so light and just sort of a dusting that you hardly even notice it unless you see it on the tree limbs. And some snow falls so heavy they bury cars up to their noses and make evergreens bow and keep you kitties curled up a while. Now, I don't think I've ever lived where we've had so much snow, because usually around here when we have snow, it's just very light and there's just a little bit of a dusting, not much. But some places up north, they have snow that just goes way up. Children love snow better than anyone does, and they never complain as they pull out their red boots and mittens and make plans to catch wet snowflakes on their tongues. You ever try catching a wet snowflake if we ever have snow? It's cold. And roll their small bodies to the bottom of a hill. The snow loves them back. It gives them angels and new friends. And there's a snowman, and they made snow angels. Have you ever heard of somebody making a snow angel in the snow? Where they lie on the snow and they flap their arms and their legs back and forth, and it makes snow angels. And then, I can remember as a child going out and making a snowman the few times that we had snow. And the snow, while it is here, reminds us of this time, that nothing lasts forever except memories. That's right. Snow doesn't last very long. It starts melting, but you do have the memories that you made when you've had it. And while the snow is here, this brief moment, let us take a walk and see how beautiful the world is. Oh, I can remember the times that it did snow and things were so white that I loved getting out and just walking around the neighborhood and taking pictures and looking at the beautiful snow and that was down in the trees and down on pastures and down in the woods, and how beautiful it was. And then come back to our quiet homes and make something warm to drink and maybe read or play a game or tell each other all that we've been thinking. That's right. When it's snowing outside, you come in and it's warm, then get something warm to drink, and then maybe sit there and draw pictures or play games and stay where it's warm. The snow is falling while the flowers sleep, and the sun sleeps, and the soft green gardens are waiting. That's what I said, when everything's kind of looks like it's dead, but it's just waiting for spring. And it's the snow's turn now. We'll watch it fall. Well, I don't know, we're just in January, and I know sometimes it does snow sometimes here in January, February. I've even seen snow in March. So we don't know whether we're going to have snow or not. But if we do, then it'll be something beautiful to watch. And think about this book and think about how beautiful snow is. It's something we don't see very often. Now, like I said, some places up north may see snow, and they may get sick of it because they see it so much. But that's something that we just don't see, and we get so excited when we see it. But we also can enjoy when the spring comes as things start blooming and things start coming out, and we know that that's just a few months away. All right, are you ready to let's make a snowman out of snowflakes? All right. Now, I told you that snowflakes, they say, no two are the same. So what I've done is I've just taken a white sheet of paper and I have just found something around in the library that I can make circles because I'm not very good at drawing, so I had some help. I found a couple of things around the library that I could just simply make circles, and I wanted to make 2 different size circles. So that's what I did was on my sheet of paper. I made 2 different size circles, and I'm going to cut my circles out. Okay, so cutting circles, 2 different sizes. You want a big one and sort of a smaller one. And you can do 3 of these if you want to. I just did 2. But if you want to do 3 different size circles, that's it. Your snowman. You can do whatever you want to. Okay. Now, so I'm cutting my circles, 2 different size circles out. Now, I know that I have shown you before how to do snowflakes. So we're going to take our circle and we're going to fold it many times. We're going to fold it in half, okay? And then we're going to fold it again for quarters into like 4 pieces, okay? And then I will take it and fold it one more time, okay? And I've taken it and folded it again like that. Now, I'm going to take my scissors and I'm just going to make some notches, okay? You can cut any way you want to. I'm just going to kind of make notches or any kind of design you want to in the snowflake because it's yours, whatever you want to do. Okay, so I'm just kind of, I may kind of cut along the edge here, kind of like that. Okay. Alright, so I've done that, and I'm going to open it back up, and let's see what we've got. Okay, I'm taking it, and I'm opening it. Oh, look at there. That's a different kind, isn't it? Alright, now I'm going to take my other circle, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to fold it in half. Okay, I'm going to fold it again. And then I'm going to fold it again. Okay. Now I'm going to take it and I'm going to do some more. I can do any kind of design I want to with this. Okay. Woo! We'll have a mess to clean up in a few minutes. Okay. Let's see, maybe do another X design right there, maybe. Alright, and then I will take it and open it. Okay. Ah! Well, that looks different than that, doesn't it? Alright. It's fun making snowflakes. You can make all kinds. Now, I've made my 2 snowflakes, and this is going to be the starting of my snowman. Now, I'm going to use a blue sheet of construction paper, and what I'm going to do is take my bigger snowflake and I'm going to put some glue on it, rub down with glue, and I'm going to stick it at the bottom of my piece of construction paper like that, and then I'm going to take my next piece and I'm going to put glue on it. Okay, that's going to be my head. Like I said, if you want to make 3 of these, it's up to you. Okay, now, so I have made a bottom and a top of my snowman. Okay, like that. Now, what does a snowman need? What's some things that you can put on a snowman? Maybe, does he need a hat? Yeah. Okay, so why don't we take a black sheet of construction paper, or you can make any color hat, a red one, or whatever color you want to, because it's your snowman. Alright, so I'm going to take, and I'm just going to kind of do me, you can do a hat, like a top hat, or you can do a pointed hat, or you can do a floppy hat, whatever hat you want to do. Okay, so I'm just going to take and I'm just going to do me some type of hat here. Alright, and I've just done a hat design here, and I'm just going to cut my hat out. You can put a stocking hat and put designs on it, whatever you want to do. Alright, so I've made me a hat, and I'm going to take my glue and glue the hat on. Okay? Alright, so got my top hat. Got my hat glued on the snowman. Alright, now what else do you think he needs? Does he need arms? Okay. Well, you know, when you make a snowman, you usually find some sticks or something to stick in the sides to make his arms. So I've got some brown construction paper here. So we're just going to make maybe 2 sticks out of our construction paper here. Alright, I'm just going to cut some construction paper out. Okay. And maybe, let's see. Alright, let's see if I can cut some arms. Like, find some sticks or something in the yard or whatever. And so I've got one, and then I'm going to kind of notch it a little bit. Okay, so I made 1 stick here that will glue. Alright, and we'll take another piece here. And let's see, make another stick. Okay, and we'll notch it. Alright, so we've got 2 arms. So we're going to put some glue on here. Okay. Alright, and we'll stick those right in there. Alright, now, alright, what else do you think he might need? Does he need a face? You want to put some eyes and maybe a nose and stuff on it? We can do that. Okay, let's see. What about if you got some of those wiggly eyes, you can put some wiggly eyes on them. Or if you got a crayon or a marker, and if you want to draw some of those, you can. It's your snowman. Alright, I'm just going to take some black construction paper. And I'm just going to make 2 little round eyes, maybe. Okay. Just fold it. That wasn't very good. Let's try. Let's do a bigger eye here. One eye. Not very round. Shari's not very good. But it's okay. Okay. So we've got some eyes we're putting on the snowman here. Okay. So we've got eyes. Sometimes people will use a carrot for a nose. So we're going to make a pointy carrot for nose. Okay. Let's see. Draw that. Put a nose on it. Okay. So we got eyes and a nose. Does he need a mouth? Okay, let's see. I don't know. What can we use for a mouth? Maybe some black dots or something for a mouth, maybe? Okay. We got a couple black dots right here, maybe. We can just kind of put here. You can do whatever you want to. Okay. You can put some buttons on him if you want to. Sometimes you put a scarf on him. So maybe if we want to take a red piece of construction paper, maybe, and put maybe a scarf of some kind on him. Just kind of cut a piece here. And how big my scarf needs to be. Let's see. be a little bit big. It's okay. We're going to put a red scarf on him. You can decorate your snowman any way you want to. So today we have learned how to make snowflakes by just using a piece of white paper and folding it and then cutting it and making different patterns. And then we turned our snowflakes into a snowman. So you can do all kinds of neat things like that. Okay? So glad you could join us today, and hope that you see you next week. And I do want to remind you that we have been doing toddler time actually at Harmon Park, usually on Fridays at 10:30. There's a group of us. We're actually meeting live out there, and so we're doing toddler time there. So I invite you to come and join us. Thank you. Have a great week and stay warm. Bye.